How's it going, everybody? It is the 7th or 8th of July. I know it's Friday, the 7th of July. And woke up to 340 even. So I lost another pound, a little bit more than a pound between yesterday and today, which is always good. Playing softball yesterday, I hurt my foot pretty bad, actually. And I'm kicking myself because, you know, I'm a big guy, but I'm also very competitive. And even if I may not appear it, I also consider myself to be a little on the athletic side. More athletic than most people my size, unless you're like a professional athlete or whatever. But at 340 pounds, I'll still run around as much as I possibly can. I'll slide the base, I'll play, and I'll hit the ball every once in a while. I get a good crack on it. I'll play basketball, whenever the opportunity presents itself. Play football whenever the opportunity presents itself. But I'm also not as young as I used to be. I'm 33 years old. So something I'm starting to slowly come to realize is that there are certain things that I gotta be careful about. Definitely gotta stretch a lot more before my games. Anyway, I hurt my foot. I felt a pop underneath my foot between my arch and my heel. It's like by the arch, really. That's the best way to put it. It's by the arch. And this morning, when I looked at it, there was a little bit of almost like a ball. Not really a ball, but there was definitely some tissue on the bottom of my foot that was bulbous. Stuck out maybe a little less than a centimeter, and it was about the size of a quarter. So a little bump on the bottom of my foot. So I started doing some research, and it looks like I either tore or ruptured my fascia, whatever the hell it's called. Obviously, they're gonna recommend I go to a doctor. I gotta go to a doctor. I'm gonna have to find out maybe Tuesday if I can go to a doctor. I won't have the kids, so hopefully I can get this taken care of. No coffee today. I'm driving by my spot. Oh, snap. So anyway, it hurts to walk. It's very difficult to move around. I still got to move around, obviously. I got to get ready for work, and I got to do my thing. But I'm going to ask my manager if I can have a chair while I'm at work. Hopefully he'll be okay with that. Or maybe I'll get lucky and he'll let me out early. I'm not the kind of guy that can afford or need to leave early, honestly. I'd much rather not leave early, but under the circumstances, I don't think I have much of a choice. Yesterday's meal plan was pretty good, although you have to be careful. I know I had talked about this before, about FitnessPal not being accurate. I had ordered a pizza from Mod Pizza, and the numbers that I had used to enter into my log, my trainer told me, based on the picture that he's seen, those were not accurate at all. He said the fat would have definitely been maybe twice what I entered in. I should have been a little bit more cautious with that, and I should have looked at the numbers instead of just, oh, Mod Pizza, oh, look, it's a Calexico pizza, which is what I want. I'm gonna select that. I should have, I don't know, maybe multiplied it by 2 or 1.5 or something. In any case, you guys, you still got to be careful. You got to use your judgment. When you're making your food, you're going to see what a serving size is, and you're going to kind of start to develop an eye for what, numbers most foods will have. And that's something that I think is pretty cool, because something that my trainer Don will attest to, and he's often enough try to challenge us, is he'll show us a picture of food, and he'll say, well, what do you think the numbers are for this food? And we'll all talk about, what we think it is. And he'll tell us we're right or we're wrong or we're close or we're nowhere near it. Sometimes you'll see food and you'll imagine it's the most fattening thing in the world, and it's actually pretty clean. Sometimes you'll see food and you'll imagine it's pretty clean, and it's actually the most fattening thing in the world. So it's going to be necessary that you start to hone the skill of identifying what you're eating. You can't just rely exclusively on MyFitnessPal. You have to start, the nutritional value on the barcode you scan on the actual food itself, if it's prepackaged, that's going to be accurate. but sometimes the nutritional value in MyFitnessPal isn't. So it's very important that you start to exercise your own ability to kind of identify what would be an appropriate assumption as far as numbers go with certain foods. It's going to help, and it's going to make sure you get the results that you deserve. As far as my foot goes, based on what I was able to research online, which obviously you got to still go to a doctor. If you ever get hurt and you feel something ain't right, if you can, go to a doctor, because it's very important that you get a professional opinion on the matter. If it's a rupture, I can walk, but I'm going to be out for at least 2 to 3 weeks. And if it's a tear, I can't put any weight on it, and I got to get a special boot. I'm walking on it right now. Not really walking, but I'm hobbling on it. And honestly, what are you going to do? Just do what you got to do, and hopefully it's not as bad as you think it is. Tomorrow I was supposed to go to the bike trails with my daughter and my son. I don't know if that's going to happen anymore because of the condition of my foot. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to try to find a way to make it work, but unless I can rely on somebody to help me out, I don't think it's going to work. I know my daughter's going to be disappointed. She's old enough to understand when we make plans. My son, he's a little over a year now. I'll have to take my daughter on a different type of adventure. Maybe walk around, or maybe I could take her to a park and I could just sort of watch her play around. I'll try to figure it out, because I got to make it right for them. They deserve to have fun on the days that they're with me.